this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. Yeah, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Now Wilson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run with Mostert off the option. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside. And I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
We're coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheme guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 71 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He was under duress, sir. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Able to power through. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. It's Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And to give this time to the tailback. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wide open receiver complete.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a fourth and goal. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down or both. He didn't either.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through places.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.